What's up, everybody? You already know what it is. If you see this face, that means there's a new episode of Anime Out the Box. Yeah, on this episode, we have my good friend and Magic player and co-worker, Ezra, on this episode. This episode, J Anime actually made the itinerary. So, I didn't have to do any work, which was great for me because I didn't want to do any work, honestly. But, this episode was cool. We had some very good talking points. We have a lot of opinionated opinions about a lot of stuff, like we always do. But this one just felt a little bit, I felt attacked in this one. Not gonna lie, I felt like I was double teamed. But it doesn't matter. You let me know how you feel about our topics in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But that's enough of the intro. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that regular stuff we tell you every episode, you know. Help us get to at least 100 subscribers, all right? Just help us move up the way, you feel me? Move up on the algorithm. But yeah, that's about it. So, see y'all at the end of the video. I almost hit the end of the video. But enjoy the video, though. All right, peace. 3, 2, 1, clap. 3, 2, 1, clap. 3, 2, 1, clap. What's up, everybody? We back with another episode. It's your boy, your favorite host, not this man, me, your favorite host, Tokyo McFly, aka the Seventh Lotus. Okay, I'm joined today by the sensual white chocolate himself, Ezra. Say what up to the people, Ezra.
What's up? Pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Yes,
Alright, you got your intro today, sir?
It's, you know, basic.
Basic.
It's your boy, J Anime, the one that doesn't play your mans, that's for VA. And we back with another episode of Anime Out the Box Season 2.
You know, for almost like every episode, for the past like 4 episodes, you've been saying the same shit.
Yeah, man. I haven't really been thinking about it.
You suck.
But season 3,
Like 10, we get that.
it's going to be crazy.
Shit.
New epicness, I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, man. Well, since Ezra, this is your first time on the show, you know what I'm saying? To ask you a few questions, very simple. We talked about that at work, but you know, let the people know. Ezra, right now, as of 2022, what's your favorite anime? It could be current, it could be from the past.
The one that I most recently watched and I think enjoyed the most was Code Geass.
Hey,
That one was like, I really like that one.
Oh, is that in okay.
Lelouch.
Current though,
You need to watch it.
I gave Jujutsu Kaisen another try and I did really like it.
Oh,
Because at first I wasn't really fucking with it. But
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Wow.
I watched it like a year or 2 ago and I was like, couldn't finish
Just
it.
wasn't feeling it?
I wasn't feeling it, but I redid it, retried it. I'm a fan now. So.
He's changed. Did you watch the movie?
No, I need to watch
Still
the
didn't
movie.
watch the movie. I didn't watch it either.
I just read it. I read the manga, the Chapter 0 manga.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to start reading it. I don't
Bro,
know.
read, bro. He reads. Why don't you read?
Hey, it's hard sometimes.
Reading this.
It's
you
not.
Don't get,
It's not.
Ezra, answer this question for me, bro. Do you get the same feeling from reading versus watching?
I mean, no, but it's like I still enjoy reading it though. It
Okay.
depends. But it's like I know if I read something like crazy or like this wild fight scene, I'm like I can't wait for this to get in.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
okay.
how
So
I
you
like
sound
it.
just like it. Okay.
But I like reading because I feel like I'm part of a secret society. Because y'all don't like to read,
Right.
so I know information that y'all don't know. So when people try to argue, oh, he gonna live forever, I'm like,
Well, I listen to audiobooks from time to time, YouTube. I could just
it's not the same when you're reading it.
It's not.
fresh.
It's not. It's not to say watch it. I'm trying to tell you.
It depends too though, because I've seen like my favorite manga is like Berserk, and all the new Berserk anime, it's all that 3D.
Yeah.
And it's like that doesn't look
yeah.
good, but like the art's amazing. So like in that case, sometimes reading it's
I
definitely
told you
better.
3D animation for anime is ass. That's how spring
It's
is.
just some of them.
All of
Just
them.
some of them.
All of them. Now when they incorporate it, cool, a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
But when it's focused, it's trash, bro. It just don't look real. Oh, before we go any further, I do want to say RIP to my man Takahashi. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
bro.
The Yu-Gi-Oh creator.
Yeah.
I still want to know how he was found out at sea.
I heard it was like a snorkeling.
He was snorkeling, but see, they found his body. It's like off the coast of Okinawa.
300 meters
Away, yeah. So, and they said they happened to find him with a snorkel. So we don't know if he died snorkeling.
Oh,
Yeah. So I got questions.
Yeah, I'm gonna need an investigation.
Yeah. Because they still know how he died. They know where he died. They don't know how he died. Yeah, it's still open for investigation.
Okay.
I need justice for my
Man,
man.
somebody tried to take my man now. It was probably Kaiba.
Nah, bro. I told Savon he did the duel with God in the shadow realm. It did not work
It
out
didn't
for
work
him.
out to his favor.
He activated the trap card, which was death, and then boom.
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
You
They
can't.
can't counter it or nothing. So.
That's crazy.
Not giving him his flowers though.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
Changed my life.
Me too.
I'm
Got
just
me into
mad when I-
games,
I'm-
got me
Yep.
into so much stuff.
I'm mad that I got back in Yu-Gi-Oh! And he just wanted to die. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, that's really great.
That's a weird
You
time.
jinxed him.
It's-
You weren't meant to go back.
Don't nobody else want to go back with me. Ezra not trying to play no more.
No,
You
I
ain't
told
gonna play.
I was trying to keep my man alive. I could do it.
I play Master Duel. I was playing online. You know what? It's the new people, the new meta. That's what happened.
It is.
The new meta done
They
fucked
doing
up
too
everything.
much. He can hang.
He was like, bro, y'all, you want to link some in now? What the fuck is that?
He said,
Pendulum.
normal and fusion, and that's it.
That's it. That's all I do.
He said, I let in synchro because it's kind of simple. But y'all want to XZ summon in, and then pendulum, and then link. What are y'all doing to my series?
They doing too much. I can't.
He was like, remember when my game was about just playing regular games that had like death problems? Remember that days?
When if you lost, you would die.
yeah. The real shadow games, but you
Real,
know.
yeah.
Oh man.
Pegasus was stealing niggas' souls.
Bro, he
He's so
killed Bandit Keith, bro.
Yeah.
Took him out.
Oh, man,
Damn.
that's crazy.
That was tragic.
Yu-Gi-Oh was different.
It was.
Kaiba was about to commit suicide. He said, hey, Yugi, if you hit me, the shockwave would kill. I'm like, are these holograms, Kaiba? Nah.
he's real.
My man said either A, you throw this door, or I'm throwing myself off the cliff. Which one you want to do? If it was me, though, I ain't gonna lie. If it was me, Kaiba ain't gonna be here. Kaiba
I ain't
Coke would
gonna
not be
lie.
a thing.
I don't think I ever owned the Blue Eyes White Dragon either.
Oh, man, I had plenty of them.
I don't think I ever.
I got
the
one
chance
now. I
to
got
own
him, Dark Magician, Red Eyes.
I don't think I ever touched a Dark Magician card either.
What? Never?
Yeah.
How you been in Yu-Gi-Oh? Never had
I was,
I was
it was
gonna say,
tragic.
everyone's had a
I
Dark
just could
Magician.
never pull it out the pack, bro.
Bro, they had starter decks.
And I used to.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna tell you what I used to do,
But they had
I had a lot
starter
of
decks
cards.
that
What we-
legit got
But I didn't have. I couldn't find them,
the starter decks. They was at
you
every
play?
Kmart,
What were you
Walmart, GameStop.
bro. I don't even know. It was so long ago, but I had mad cards.
I
It's
did
not
too.
them two.
RIP to my cards, man. All of them had Crystal Beast, Elements of Heroes, bro. I was in it. GX was my.
I
era.
remember when they was making the fake Yu-Gi-Oh Egyptian God cards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me and my cousin, we dead ass had them shits and was like, all right, bro. He got a fake obelisk, and then we saw real ones. I was like, oh damn, bro, we kind of fake. But when we was young, we ain't no difference.
Yeah,
I went to tournaments, we
I
were
ain't
playing.
care.
So that one dude was like,
Hey, what?
this is fake. I'm like, how you know? That's not his real ability.
Huh?
Bro, we like 11, bro. Does it really matter? Nah, all right, my bad, bro. No problems with you. Oh, man, the tournaments were trash. And then the Magic players would come through after that. And I'm like, yo, that shit look complicated as hell. I ain't playing
Right.
that shit. Now look at me, addicted.
I used to think that Magic was like too complicated. Now I'm like,
It's so
this
simple.
Yu-Gi-Oh game is so much crazier.
Now it's
Like,
complicated.
now,
Hey, hey, man, I miss the old days. I set
me
a
too.
monster face down, set some spells and trap, you'll go. Now people legit take like 3 to 5 minutes to do their turn. I've seen legit people on YouTube do, it's 4 minutes for the whole game, using when you're playing online. I seen a man legit take the whole 4 minutes to do one combo on turn 1. And he still had more to do, and he timed out and lost.
Damn.
Yeah, these combos are stupid.
God.
I'm
Yeah.
so mad.
And then they be like, oh, it's a Blue Eyes deck, but you end with the fusion monsters and XC monsters. That's not Blue Eyes. I'm like, where's the Blue Eyes at? Like, he's in the grave. Okay. Dark Magician, though. I built that shit. Hey, man, I'm pretty good online.
That's why that was like one of my favorite games to play too. That was because like the cards in it, I was like, I loved it. I was like, Dark Magician, he's so cool. Let me make everything about him.
just wanna know
which
what-
is hard to do. In
I
those
liked
other
when
games.
what was the little fur bra name?
Karibo.
Karibo.
You know, he has an archetype now.
No, I
You
didn't.
can build a deck. He has, like, brothers. It's Karibo, Kariba.
Oh, you know, I
Karibo.
did see that.
Yeah.
He became my favorite card because Yugi made an underdog card look crazy.
You know.
Oh, fans.
You know.
Yeah,
Keep
shout out
on.
to Karibo, man.
Shout
I
out
keep
to
wanting to call
Wing.
him Kirby.
Shout out to
Karibo.
Wing Karibo. He was a little bit better.
Mm.
He was a little bit better. He had wings.
Karibo was nice.
Anybody want to see me in Master Duel? Holla at me, you know what I'm saying? I'll play anybody. I probably won't win. But I got 2 good decks. I got Dark Magician and Blackwing. My Blackwing deck pretty nasty if I get the combo off. Once I get my boss monster out, if I can make him indestructible, and he's already unaffected, you're done. What can you do? You can't kill him. You can crash to me as much as you want. That probably kill me, but you activated an effect. I could take your creature, so try me if you want, bruh. What you looking up Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, I'm looking at all the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
shows that's been coming out. I mean, that we've been watching.
Wow, you threw that. The shows. Let's see what's been on. Spy Family, I think, is done with this season. How many episodes? It's been 12 episodes,
12,
right?
yeah.
So I think season 1 is done. Have you seen Spy Family?
I haven't watched it yet.
I recommend. If you're looking for action and stuff, this ain't the anime for that. It's
Depends.
there's a few action, but it's not that much action in this show. So if you want like action-packed spy shit, don't watch this show. You might well watch Lupin the Third or The Great Pretenders if that's what you're trying to get. But if you don't mind that, it's a good show.
I'll give it a
A lot
try.
of people fuck with it. Anya, everybody loves her. I love her. You know, if she was real and people try to fuck with her, they'll die. So you know, whatever. What other shows been out?
You don't care, but Boruto.
Bro, who the hell still watch Boruto? Why?
Me.
Why?
And many millions of others.
Why?
Why do you watch it? Because it's great.
It's not.
Um,
No one's the last thing to talk about with Boruto was
What?
his ugly ass cry. That's the only thing I've been seeing.
he sacrificed his Boruto. Basically, was committing suicide,
Oh my god.
and he stopped the war, and now they're peaceful.
Did he
Trying
die?
to hit him. No, he didn't die.
Damn.
You know they're not gonna kill him all.
Why not? They killed Daddy.
No, he's still. Well, where I'm at, he's still alive.
I mean,
so.
they killed him. I mean, Shippuden. Remember during the war, he died.
No,
And
I
Sasuke
didn't know
died.
that.
Yes, you did. They got stabbed by Madara. Remember? That's the whole reason they got their god powers.
died, I
They did
guess.
die. No, the same way how you want to complain about Luffy dying. It was the same exact thing. He died.
No. Luffy's heart stopped beating.
Sasuke got stabbed through the heart. Naruto got
He
stabbed
didn't
through the
die.
heart
He
too.
was still coughing and talking. That's not dying.
What is it, then, Josh?
It's living to the fullest extent, living
Why
life.
you feel like this?
But also, do you watch sports anime?
It depends. It's gotta be good.
Okay, put you on right now.
You talking about
Aoshi.
First of all,
What's the sport?
a lot of
Soccer.
people
Okay.
have been recommended it. My boy Toby,
Bro.
shout out to Toby if you watch this. He pretty much says, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
it's on par with Haikyuu for best sports anime.
Okay.
Bro, and so the thing about this show, right, is he's not. You know how in all your shoners you got like that prodigy, like he was just born to be great. He, first off, he doesn't have the basic fundamentals of soccer. The only thing he thinks about is scoring the best way he can. So he can't really play with the current teammates he has. Then he finds a school he can plays with, and all they do is pass him the ball, and he scores. Then he goes to like this advanced school where these are they start junior youth. You get to like the A team, and then you could become pro possibly. He sucks compared to them, basically. But like he has this natural instinct of like knowing where everybody's positioned, and it only happens like it's like an adrenaline rush, basically. This dude is crazy, bro. This show is fire. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I recommend it to anybody. Haikyuu
I was
was
gonna
my
say,
favorite sports.
Because
anime.
Haikyuu is like the bar.
Yeah.
for me. Like that is the.
That's my. I seen this, bro.
All about
It went up there.
No basket. Best sports anime ever.
Bro.
Next to Slam Dunk. Because without Slam Dunk, y'all wouldn't have y'all shit.
Right.
So give it his flowers.
I like Kuroko no Basket.
Mm-hmm.
It's like.
Thank you. Don't break up your bullshit either.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's so much about that show. That was the monologue is like, bro. It's too. I know some people like it because it's very unrealistic and they got like superpowers. But for me, that's what I love about Haikyuu is like
watching-
how realistic it is.
You're watching an anime.
Same for
bro.
Aoshi. I don't know how to say his name, but the soccer in Haikyuu is so realistic.
Yeah.
Kuroko no Basket is garbage.
we talk about this almost every other episode, whatever.
I liked it, but it's still like there's a real basketball anime that people should know. It's called Ashito no Sora or no Sora Ashito, one of those. But it's real, like everything. It's real. It's not exaggerated.
I'm watching anime, bro. I'm not expecting it to
Bro.
be super realistic.
Which
Okay.
is fair. But I think that's a fair point. But like for
Right.
me, like it's funny because I like Kuroko no Basket, but it's like
It's
I'm
just
watching it, I'm like,
super
it's
exaggerated.
ridiculous,
like,
bro. It's
Ain't
ridiculous.
nothing you can do about that. Don't even matter. Don't even
Like
matter.
dudes in the air like this, then they lean all the way.
It's dramatic, bro. You know what? I ain't gonna talk about this no more.
Dude shoots from full court turns around, puts his glasses like. Come on,
Steph Curry does that all the time. What the
No,
fuck are you talking about?
He doesn't shoot from full court.
Curry legit shoots and then
Not
turns
from
away.
full court.
He has done it.
He didn't turn around. Bro.
Yes, he has. Bro, stop playing with me. Stop playing
Full
with me.
court shots aren't something you just hit over and over and over.
Okay,
That dude with
it's
the
not
glasses,
consistent like that, but it's possible to do. You act like, oh, you can't do that, like it's impossible.
his was very exaggerated. I'm sorry.
Anyway, I was asked this question by Carter the other day.
Mm-hmm.
What is an anime that you will give it 10 out of 10? That's 10 out of 10. Music, characters, story, intro, outro, everything is a 10 out of 10 for you. What you give it? You already know mine. Everybody should know mine.
What?
Samurai Champloo, duh.
Oh,
That shit don't miss. There's nothing bad about that show. You got a 10 out of 10 show. Characters hit, music hit, dialogue hit. It sounds good, sub and dub.
For everything?
Everything.
That checks all the boxes?
Yeah.
For me, that's Cowboy Bebop.
This guy's a hater.
I know.
I'm just gonna go.
Two
Black Clover.
Watanabe. Hey, Watanabe don't
Black
miss.
Clover hits on everything for me.
Wow, I can't give you that.
Actually, I might give it to
The
ReZero. Have you ever seen ReZero?
No.
The
ReZero
animation
hits.
for Black Clover, and I've watched it too. And the beginning was not hidden.
Bro, it was fire to me. I
The
can't lie to you.
beginning?
Yeah.
No, bro.
Especially when the chains with the first person that they fought.
No.
Come on, bro. Stop shitting on my.
That's
No,
a hard
you know-
feat to come by, though. 10 out of 10 that checks all the boxes.
10 out of 10, yeah.
That's
I
not
won't
easy.
give it to Black Clover. Also, Black Clover keeps switching their damn music so damn much.
I'm weak.
But that soundtrack, dope.
You know what? I take all the answers.
If you say what I think it is, I'm
Hunter,
Bro,
Hunter
bro.
did it for me.
Hell
I would,
no.
I would give Hunter x Hunter 10 out of 10.
10 out of
My
10?
God, 10 out of 10, bro.
Intro, outro, because they never change it. It stays the same the whole time. And those,
First of
those
all,
songs
the intro,
are
Lovable
cool.
characters.
lovable character.
Who?
Gone.
Fuck Gone. Fuck Gone. Y'all hate Leario. Graphic, I don't give a fuck
I don't
about.
hate Leario. He's just.
I like Leo, but he's not like who cares? He's not even in it for like half the show, bro. It doesn't matter.
I like Leario. I don't even like the show, but I
You
like it.
always like these weird
I
characters.
do.
Like
See,
I
Usopp.
do.
Yeah.
I
Fucking
respect.
Leario.
No. I respect Usopp. Alright, you know my favorite character is Law. Next to my man's
Right.
Ace. R.I.P. to my man's Ace. But next,
But you don't talk about Law as much as you talk about God Usopp.
because you always disrespect God. Usopp.
He
That's
needs
why.
to be disrespected.
I like.
He's terrible.
What makes him terrible?
Well, actually, I told you I've grown fond of Usopp.
Oh, it's Chopper. You
I
still
just hate Chopper. Chopper's just.
What?
he's
He doesn't like Chopper. You've seen enough. Have you seen enough of One Piece?
I've seen enough of One Piece.
All right.
I know enough.
So have you seen the time skip when he came back? Remember when Chopper met the people that dressed up like Luffy and them, and you couldn't tell the difference? So Josh got to that, and it was one episode. He was like, "You know what? I got one thing to say." And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Chopper's dumb as shit." That's what you mean? And then he told me the episode. I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that happening." So I thought Chopper was younger. I was like, "Yeah, he was young, bro." And then we looked at the age. He was like 16 at the time. I was like, oh shit. I say, man, he don't know shit. Don't do that, to Chopper. There's a lot of Chopper fans out here. He can get us canceled quick.
That's my job to get it.
Probably.
Because Chopper was god awful.
But yeah,
Let me see if you've seen any of these, Ezra. Have you seen Record of Ragnarok?
No.
Great, you need to go see that.
Season 2 is dropping soon.
What was
Fire,
the game
definitely.
one that I like? Darwin's Game.
I've heard of that. I
Fire,
haven't watched
bro.
it.
That was good.
Fire.
Oh, another show that I recently watched. It came out in 2016, but it's a great show. You should watch it. Anybody should watch it. It's called Erased. Erased is
Oh, yeah,
great.
you just told me about that.
Erased is like, right now, a better version of Tokyo Revengers. Because the main character is 10 times better than Takamichi. Because he actually gets shit done when he goes. So pretty much it's a dude from the years 2006. And he ends up, his mom ends up getting killed by some mysterious person. And he gets blamed for it. And he's running from the police. But he ends up going back in time. 18 years exactly. And he remembers that he's trying to figure out why his mom get killed or who killed his mother. And then he remembered that these 3 girls went missing around this time 18 years ago. So he was like, if I figure out what happened to these girls, then I can figure out who tried to kill my mom. It's a like suspenseful show. It's only 12 episodes. Intro slap, outro slap. The dub is great. The way it's shot is great. It's a great anime. If you need something that's suspenseful, keep on your toes, Erase. It's a good show.
And Spriggan is a Netflix anime series. He doesn't like the animation, so you probably won't because like the 3D is
He
kind of
might
not
like
really.
it. Don't project
But
upon him.
It's
He might like it.
basically it's like these super old relics that everybody, like the U.S., Japan, everybody's trying to get their hands on. Huh? Yeah, it was on like 6 episodes, but they like 40 minutes apiece. Yeah,
damn.
That's why. So it's like 2 episodes.
I was gonna say, but that's just like 12 episodes.
Yeah,
but like that.
But that shit is good, and also it's a Netflix series called Magmill. It's like Ultramarine Magmill or something like that. It's like an adventure anime, but it's fire. It's fire.
But no matter. This month, July, 2 shows coming back, I believe.
What's that?
Dr. Stone.
Oh yes, sir. Have you gotten to that?
I've never gotten into Dr. Stone.
You should. I would tell you if you watch it season 2, they speed past shit pretty quick. Because in the first season, each episode was so pretty much this green light hit the earth and it turned everybody into stones. Mm-hmm. And we pretty much got we all became statues. And this dude named Senku, he so pretty much I think how many years went by? Like 3,000.
Yeah, it was long.
A lot of time went by.
Yeah.
Yeah. And while he was in the stone, he was counting. So he kept track on how long he was there. He was smart. He's like genius,
super genius.
So he ends up breaking out his little statue thing, and then he meets this brute dude that he remember from high school. He broke him out, and then he met this girl. But there was this another dude who's like this big. Mind you, these are like high schoolers, okay? The other dude is swole as shit. Breaks him out. He ends up beating up a lion. Like he punched it. Yeah, just punched it. But then the whole conflict became Senku was like, cool, I'm gonna find a way to revive everyone. Mm-hmm. The other dude was like, nah, this is a chance to rewrite everything. So we can pretty much not have like the old government and all that shit. So now it's between keeping it with new power or going back to the old ways. But since Senku is such a genius and everything, each episode he ends up making something from modern time and like prehistoric time technically. And they did that for season 1. Season 2, they said, fuck that, we're gonna speed it up. So like every episode he invented like 4 things. I'm like, damn bro, what happened to like the one invention
and
each
what's
episode?
really cool about it is that the stuff that he's making is
it's
actually
like real,
how you make
how you
the
make
stuff
the shit
in real life.
And I told people if this actually happens, I'm dying because I'm like, I don't know. He made cell phones and shit. He know how to make instant ramen. I'm like, bro.
Exactly. But when you watch, it's like, yo, that's crazy. Like,
and you're like, damn.
Who do y'all agree with? Senku or the other guy?
I agree with. I mean, I understand the other guy's whole thing. Just his purpose was also to kill the statues, so he broke the statues of the people.
But I agree with Senku. You know, bring shit back.
I mean, I would probably do like in between. I'll bring people back, but not like everybody. I'm like, we don't really need the president right now. We can get somebody else.
I'm weak. And how the whole setup of how, and then they had these like, was that his real dad or his stepdad who's in space?
That was the real father.
His real dad.
So his dad and them, they went out. They was a part of some space shit. So they ended up going to space. So they was orbited. But when they was outside, they saw the green light, but they weren't affected. Mm-hmm. But since that happened, they were technically stuck in space. But they ended up coming back, and they landed on this island, and they pretty much all died on that island. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I don't want to spoil shit for you if you're gonna watch it, so I don't want to spoil everything. You kind of find out a little bit of Senku's history a little bit.
All right.
But it's a good show. Season 3, because now they're set sailing, because they haven't left they're in Japan. So they haven't left the Japan area yet. But now they're about to be pirates, technically now. So now we're about to see how the rest of the world's about to look. Because we don't know what's going on. So I'm like, shit, I'm trying to figure out where they're going to go. If they're going, they might come to the States. So it'd be interesting to see California fucked up and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then Devil's the Part-Timer Season 2 is coming out. Well, Part 2 season, whatever. I can't wait for that because it ended on a cliffhanger. So those are my 2 anticipated shows for this month, I believe. I think that's all they give a fuck about. But this year, October, Bleach baby, Bleach baby.
Gonna watch it.
Have you watched all of Bleach?
No. So I've seen a lot.
So why are you gonna watch the new argument?
Because I'm there.
You got time to catch up.
Yeah.
That's what
Carter
been doing.
Anyway.
Carter almost there. He's at the whole Aizen arc now. He don't like none of the.
I think I've seen that whole Aizen arc.
He don't like none of the Iran cards, which really hurts my feelings, bro. I was like, damn, no. He's like, yo, Grimjow just a pretty boy. I said, bro, why you disrespectful to the Iran cards, bro? I like them. He doesn't like Tosin because he switched up. I said, I get it, but like, still my favorite character. Who else? He likes Ikaku, the bald-headed dude. I was like, why? He's because he with the shits. He hates Renji. He loves Yuta Ichi. But yeah, I was like, damn, like none of the wrong cars. He's like, nah. He thinks Chad is worse than Sakura. I was like, bro, don't disrespect Chad.
Chad is like the chill one, right?
He's the Hispanic dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite. And him and the ice dude.
He's a guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't like Uryu. I was like, damn, bro. He's like, Uryu ain't nothing but Sasuke. I said, not even close. Uryu got a little more personality. He ain't know what he's upset. I mean, he has a reason to be mad at the Hollows. Like, his family go to war with the niggas all the time. So I understand why you got beef with him. But, like, that makes sense. You caught up in Bleach or no?
No.
Have you ever watched Bleach?
I watched it when I was like a kid, though.
Yeah.
But,
Man,
like,
you ain't banging with Bleach, bro?
I was honestly not super into it.
Damn. I'm just only a Bleach fan. That's cool.
No, I mean, I fuck with it. It's cool.
I think it looks sick.
The
really
newer
like
animation.
I was gonna say I really like the art style.
I think the only thing that Bleach gets is the fact that it has 2 seasons that's legit filler.
That's when I can't even.
But it wasn't. The Bount arc was not bad. We didn't need it because when it came in, some wild shit happened on the last episode for the previous season. So that's why everybody was mad because I'm like, bro, I gotta go through a whole season.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if it was back-to-back filler seasons or one season, and then they came back with the next arc, and then they went back to another filler, and then finished
They
with the
made a
eyes
lot
on
of
it.
episodes of filler.
That's so.
For what reason?
I think Naruto still has the most filler though out of the big 3. So
But they have great filler.
no the fuck
Yes,
they don't.
they do.
No the fuck they
I
don't.
dude, I was gonna say I don't like their filler.
You don't like their filler? So you didn't like when Lee first did his drunken when they showed the drunken shit. Then they did the tuning exams again, and Lee fought the dude with the owl.
I already told you
8 gates.
that
Fire.
Lee to me now is a low tier character.
Why?
Yeah, why?
He did nothing. He didn't win none of his fights. Yeah, he had cool moments, but he didn't win none of his fights. And then after that, Kishimoto
Because of
said,
technicality.
He legit lost the first fight. That was a done deal.
That
nothing-
video
there's
y'all seen
nothing
on
tech-
TikTok, Lee is whooping
There's
the majority of the
There's
characters.
no technicality to anything for the
Bruh.
first fight against Gaara. He got his arm and leg like demolished. You're not fighting back.
He
Now-
was. He stood up. He was gonna fight someone.
No, he won't.
Yes,
he stood up. That was
Yes, he
it.
was.
That was it.
And if any of the other people besides Naruto fought Gaara that day, they're dying soon.
That's cool. I never said they wouldn't. I just want you to know.
Lee was whooping everybody in that whole shit ass.
Nah, he wasn't
Guaranteed.
He couldn't
Guaranteed.
He couldn't beat Neji. What are you talking about? They fought plenty of times. Still couldn't beat Neji.
Neji never fought 6 Gates Lee either.
Bro, I feel like Neji still would whoop that nigga ass. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Disrespect.
That be my better go poke that man up quick.
How he has to be able to catch him?
He'll catch him before he get the 8 gates. Lee don't. Again, we had this debate before because you got mad about Sanji versus Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Lee and your argument was Lee never just goes straight into the gates.
does it.
Exactly. So when he fights Neji, he's not gonna go straight into the gates.
No, he might.
He
for
won't.
Neji.
He won't.
He might.
He won't.
Okay, let me tell you this, right? Gaara,
Uh-huh.
up until that point, has never been touched by any person.
Okay.
Nobody to this day at that point was going to be able to touch Gaara. Except
all Lee
Rock
did
Lee.
was give this man a scratch. Oh my
no,
god.
he pummeled that man.
He
pummeled
he broke my armor. Whoop de doo.
Sasuke doesn't be there to watch. He loses when they go to the final match between him and Gaara. Hands down.
What?
He loses.
What?
He loses.
Yes.
Gaara beat. You said he didn't beat anybody, but he beat Naruto. He beat Sasuke
When did Lee fight Naruto?
when he
He super kicked the shit out of
Okay.
Sasuke. That was it. He never fought Naruto.
no, didn't Naruto do a spin out into the wall?
Oh, yes. Did Leaf Hurricane?
Yes.
That one, bro. A
Stop
fight,
it.
bro.
He give him
Bro.
his credit.
Tell
He
her
beat
up,
Kim
bro.
Maru.
Tell
I'm
her
not
up.
doing
I already
that.
told you the whole Naruto now. Is, I told you it's low for me now
I don't know why.
because bro, it's not that good no more, bro.
Bro, what?
It's not.
It is great.
It's
It's
not.
phenomenal.
It's because of all the new people, man. They just keep talking about Naruto this and Naruto.
Because that's the most popular anime right here.
But it's once you like really sit down and think like, yo, Naruto, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, but like the height that people, the pedestal people, nah, I need to bring it down a little bit. You know, a little down.
He said the video earlier trying to downplay Naruto. It said, is Bleach about to replace Naruto?
Oh, because when they do the big 3, whenever I talk to anybody about it, they always sit here and they never put One Piece in like, oh, is Naruto Bleach going to outplace One Piece? You know why? Because Luffy is God. That's why. God tier One Piece.
One Piece is like,
And then for me,
2,
I already
3
told
range.
you, next is Bleach. And then it's Naruto.
No, it's Naruto.
I think it's Naruto, One Piece,
One
and
Piece did
Bleach.
Bleach.
How can you put Naruto over One Piece. Please explain to me how.
Why couldn't you?
Personally, I don't have that ranking, but I think out of popularity and people's opinions, people will always hold Naruto.
But see, I can't say that for the fact that One Piece legit outsells Naruto. It's been outselling Naruto.
I couldn't
it's been
tell.
the number one.
I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell you. I think as far as influence goes, Naruto.
It's also for the fact that the one thing that will get Naruto guys over One Piece.
What?
It ended, so now you can watch it because it ended. One Piece is like, I'm gonna keep going.
But do you agree Naruto has a bigger influence than One Piece does?
A bigger influence? Mm-hmm. I can give you that. 'Cause, again, it finished, so people have time to watch it.
I don't think just because it finished, that's why. I think people, bro, you gotta think. We were watching Naruto years ago.
I was also watching One Piece years ago too.
But you don't hear people talk about One Piece as what you do to Naruto.
Because again, people don't want to continue the long, which I don't know why. So people don't want to continue a long anime when they complain, oh, these seasons were short, oh, I wish it continued. It's continuing, and yet people don't. It's the same thing like how y'all complain about Hunter x Hunter, it needs to come back.
It does.
People waited years for this shit to come back. I'm like, so if they continue. Now my question is, do you think Hunter x Hunter will stay at the same level if it still continued?
Yeah, because I still have that. Bro, I told you, I've watched Hunter x Hunter probably 5 times from
But it's
beginning to end.
because you had nothing else to do. I'm saying, you think if it was going on, like imagine they continued from, I think they came out like 97. So if it came from 97 till now, do you think it would be as popular? Because remember, it's still old animation. It's not the new animation. They probably updated it as like One Piece did. But do you think it will be as popular? If they didn't get a remake in 2011.
Oh, if it didn't get a remake?
Yes, it
Probably
stayed.
not.
It stayed like how One Piece stayed with the shitty animation, but as time progressed, it got better, like how One Piece did.
No.
Do you think Hunter x Hunter will
No.
still?
But
So do you think animation is playing a big part of this for Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So then that goes back to my whole statement that this story for Hunter x Hunter ain't shit.
But listen though,
y'all don't give a fuck.
when
It
I
just looks good.
So even though I'm still waiting for the new part to come out, every time I watch it beginning to end, I'm like, damn, I can't wait for the next part to
You
come
watched
out.
2011 though, right?
Yeah, 2011.
You don't watch the 90s one.
No, it's not.
No.
I didn't get into it in the 90s. I
Watch
got into it in
I
2011.
just want you to watch 90s,
Okay.
and then really sit there, and that's where you'll have a better like. Damn, would this shit really actually been good?
That one, but also that the '90s one isn't as faithful to the manga as the 2011 one. So if I'm getting the closest thing to the
But
real
it's
story, I'm
still-
gonna watch the
Well,
2011.
first of all, this man don't read, so it don't even matter. He won't
It
know if
don't.
it's manga
But
accurate.
you're gonna talk about being as close to the real story. The 2011 one is closer.
No, I ain't say story. I said the story itself. Like Hunter x Hunter story itself, I don't give a fuck about. No, I don't give a fuck about the manga. Everything. I don't think the story is good at all.
But that's what I'm
Hunter
saying.
x Hunter has good parts. The story, I don't give a fuck about Gon trying to find his father. I say this every episode. I keep saying it. I don't give a damn about him trying to find his father. I fuck with Killua. That was cool. And then the next arc, you don't even get neither one of the two main characters. So,
But that's fine because now we get to learn more about Jin and Kurapika and Liario. Liario joined the Zodiac.
I need to know. But also I love Kurapika. He's like one of my favorite characters. So
He's a great
I'm like
character.
stoked to see
once he did
what
that,
was he doing?
when he
'Cause
did
they
that
ended-
one fight, I got mad. I told you this at work. I said he talked to
And I want to see the Hisoka fight versus Crollo.
Yeah.
Have to see that. I didn't read. I told you I listened to the audios on YouTube. So I've seen the manga pages and them explaining
Why would you
it.
just read?
So I'm hip manga wise.
So why would you just
But
read
I'd rather
the
watch
manga
it. Huh?
instead of just read?
Because
Read.
I'd rather somebody tell me the story and them hype it up than me read it myself.
What is wrong with you?
Also, you talking about how he only had one fight?
Mhm.
It's like the best fight in the whole show, bro.
Facts.
It's so.
That's
good.
one of the best fights.
No, I didn't say it. No, I didn't say it was bad. I said I hate it because he talked too much during that fight.
He had a lot to say.
I didn't give a
He's
fuck.
been through a lot.
My thing with that's was one thing about Shonen. I hate when they have to explain so much. Like, bro, just do the technique, bro. Just do it. Like when they were explaining Nin, I was like,
You weren't here for it?
I didn't care. It's too much dialogue. That's why I told you with, when I was reading Black Clover. Certain chapters I got annoyed because there's too much dialogue. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck.
But you don't want to understand why it is that they're how it works.
It is
after.
necessary.
Do it after, not during the middle of the goddamn fight. That's fucking annoying. If you're in the middle of a fight, don't explain. Explain to me after. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's like pretty much at the point, like, all right, cool, this is how it works or some shit. Or something like, how'd he kill that motherfucker? And then they explain, cool. When it's during the fucking fight, I don't give two fucks how your powers work right now. Use your powers, do the cool shit, and and then explain.
So let me ask you this. This is what you like. You like when the movies start at the end versus the beginning because you don't really care for the beginning.
I mean, I do. I enjoy movies that do that because it's like, all right, cool. I wonder what led up to this part. I do.
Why don't you want to know why the power works?
God damn it, John. I said I don't like when during the actual fight they're explaining how the powers work. You can explain the powers after the fight happens. So at that point, he could have like after he killed the dude was like, all right, cool. And then someone like if they ask how did you beat him or some shit, then he explains how his power works. All right, cool. I'd rather have that. If you're in mid fight, that's like if Rock Lee was fighting Gara and they start explaining all the different gates and shit and what each gate releases and shit. He didn't do that.
They didn't, but Guy did. He was explaining to Kakashi and Guy was explaining to Sakura.
He wasn't explaining how each gate works. He says the higher the gates and all that shit. He didn't explain in depth. Then we learned in depth, this is what each gate represents and what it does. I'm cool with that.
Right.
But during the actual fight, don't explain to me. Just go like transform, do your shit, do your ultimate move, and then explain to me. Don't need it during the fight.
So okay, so boom, right? You fighting Luffy, right? And he does this incredible move. You don't want to know, like, damn, how did he hit me with that?
No, because all in One Piece, all these if people know your devil fruit. It's like, all right, cool. It's pretty much in the name, so I don't really need too much explanation about how your power works. Pretty much.
But then knowing how it works can help you in the fight.
Yeah.
Also, case in point, Luffy versus Katakuri. Before he knew that Katakuri had this foresight, he didn't know like how the fuck is he knowing what I'm about to do?
That's hockey. That is a totally different thing than your devil fruit.
Right. But it's still something that he didn't know about, and then when he explained it, he was like, "Oh, okay."
Again, I mean, I didn't give a fuck about that either. I was like, cool. The observation hockey was cool and all that shit. But also, when he was explaining it, they won't like actually fighting. It's cool if you take a break and you're like, all right, cool. How'd you do that? And then do it. But if you're mid fucking fight, I don't want to hear explanation. Like, stop, take a little break, go to your corners, whatever type shit. Like how Luffy and Katakuri, how they sat there, Katakuri stopped, Luffy stopped, and then they explained shit, and then they got back into it. Like, all right, cool. I can accept that. But if it's like, if Luffy throwing punches and then they're trying to explain how shit work, I'm like, bro, stop. That's too much going on. Just give me the fight and then explain to me how the powers work. But in One Piece, it's very simple how your powers work, right? Like, the only person that really needed explanation at the time was, like, Law's fruit. Because it was like, all right, he can make a room and shit, and then explain, this is what his devil fruit can do later. But they did that either before he really used his powers in the fight, or after. They never do it during the fight. I'd rather have that. Okay. I don't like when they explain shit during the actual fight. Like, that shit's annoying. It's like, bro, too much information. Show me the fight. That's also how they cheap out on chapters and shit, because they're explaining so much shit, and then they get to the fight, but then the chapter's over. So I gotta wait another fucking week. When you could just explain this to me either before the fight starts or after the goddamn fight, because now in the middle of the goddamn chapter, I get nothing explanation.
But that's the thing; they don't use their power till they're fighting. So they not. Why would they explain?
Why would I
explain
my power
even seen?
Why would Luffy don't explain none of his gum powers to anybody when he fights until either after or when they're taking a break. When it's mid fight, he doesn't explain. This is how my gum powers work. I can do this. I can stretch. I can make a big F. He don't do all that explanation. He fights. Zoro fights. No explanation. Sanji fights. No explanation. No one explains how their fucking shit works until either someone asks or after.
But if they ask, aren't they fighting? They're just asking why they're fighting.
Again, I said if they're in mid action, like if we're punching and shit, don't explain to me shit. I don't want an explanation. Again, when I say they stop, they take a little break or whatever shit, or if the main character's like, damn, how the hell is he like blocking my attacks or some shit? And then if the narrator or whatever shit wants to explain, or if the character somehow fucking hears him across the battlefield and he's like, you want to know how my powers work? And then they can do like that. Cool, whatever. But if we're throwing punches right then there, do not try to explain to me during the punches and shit.
That's like a huge shonen thing though. Is people explaining their powers mid-fight. That's a huge shonen thing. It happens at like so many anime.
But it's not when they're throwing the attacks. It's after. I'm cool with it after the fact.
I think it is.
No, because
name me one when they're throwing
they didn't stop because Luffy was throwing punches, and then when he wasn't hitting them, and Katakuri was like, you can't hit me because blah, 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 blah. And then Luffy still kept trying to hit him because he's just on go at all times.
But Katakuri won't explain how observation of hockey works until they stop throwing punches, and then explain how observation of hockey works, how he can see into the future.
But it was still during the fight.
Again, I said when I'm not throwing the punches and shit, Like
So you saying literally?
when
you don't want to
not,
hear an explanation?
I don't
as
like
there
yes.
is.
When they
Okay.
stop, like in Dragon Ball Z, when they do all the shit and they jump back, and then if Vegeta wants to do a long monologue or some shit, cool, whatever. But when we're throwing punches, I don't want no explanation for shit right now. I'm here to see hands thrown.
So did you like Rock Lee's backstory when they were fighting?
Bro, I told you I did not really give a fuck about Rock Lee for a while. I thought it was like cool because the way I liked it better in the manga because when the Shonen Jump was coming out, the way they illustrated that shit, fire. That
Okay.
shit was illustrated because the way they had the spreads and everything. But then I was like, all right, cool. The fight's over. I didn't give a fuck about that. I was like, cool. I was like, if we gonna say what the best fight in the Chunin exam, I'll give it to Rock Lee and Gaara. That was a very intense fight next to Neji and Hinata because
So you didn't cry? Well, not cry, but you didn't feel like super sad when they were showing his backstory, like how he got to this point and.
no, everybody got fucking sad back towards the Naruto. You think I give a fuck about? Oh wow, bro, you just can't use ninjutsu. Oh my god, nigga, we got 2 orphans. We don't know Neji's an outcast and his family's a fucking outcast and shit. Shikamaru just be chilling. We don't Kiba. I mean, look at Kiba, bro. Like he don't get no love at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't care for Kiba. He doesn't do anything that's
You
interesting.
don't care for Kiba? Y'all haters,
This,
bro.
this
Just
is
I'm
my
just
dude,
like, I
bro.
don't care, bro.
Kiba and Yamcha, bro. Respect for them, right? You know what I'm saying?
I
How
like-
you
I
have
do
respect
like
for Sakura? Respect for fucking
Sakura deserves a
Kiba
lot
and
of
Yamcha.
respect.
No, the fuck she don't.
She does.
You know what?
Yeah, that's glad. Let's segue
Yeah,
to
yeah,
that.
let's
that,
go.
uh,
First of all, stupid ass question. Sakura in part 1 did more than Hinata did the whole show. What the
True or
fuck
false?
did Sakura do?
What
in part
did she
1?
do?
What did she do? She got a haircut. Cool, whatever. She got
She,
captured by the
she
sound nigga
protected Naruto and Sasuke.
by getting captured. Yep, you right.
Doesn't matter. She protected them.
Oh my god.
What? She did a lot, bro. She
What did
fought
she do?
Ino.
Because that's a major fucking fact.
It's not a major fact,
I just
but-
throw that away.
What else?
Just
did
like
she
sticking
do?
to part 1. Nothing.
Part 1 is just Naruto. And
It's up
his
until
entire life.
Naruto and Sasuke's first fight in the Valley to Death.
She
That's
fought
when-
against Zabuza. She protected.
Fought who?
She didn't fight him, but she protected
That
the
bitch was just standing
bridge
there.
builder. What else did she do?
Nothing.
Damn, there's so much Naruto stuff.
That bitch
She
ain't do
did a
nothing.
lot. What did Hinata do besides cry?
Neither one did anything.
Be
And part, you said the whole
for Naruto?
show. You said the whole show.
Yeah, even still, even the
And
whole
you
show.
just- you just said-
If we could include Shippuden too, Sakura did way more than Hinata.
Sakura had 2 fights.
What did Hinata do? Tell me, name something Hinata did
Gave
that was
my man's Naruto the power to beat pain.
by
She
getting
was a
beat up and stabbed.
Yeah, all of
hey,
that.
hey. Same thing when Krillin died, man. Made Goku
Bro.
shit become a Super Saiyan.
Hinata did nothing.
Sometimes people gotta die
She didn't do.
to see
But
your
I was gonna
untapped
say, that's
potential.
not the action she chose.
She didn't do anything.
She got
bro.
smoked.
I mean, she tried to go fight. She did more than Sakura bitch ass did. What was she doing? She ain't trying to go fight fucking pain, did she? No.
She
No.
was healing people.
Bro, she had enough chocolate to help
Best
people.
medical ninjutsu in the village.
Okay, whoop-de-doo. They ain't helping nobody.
What-
For
yes, it was.
No, because if Nagato said to hell with saving people, who the fuck she saved?
What did he
She
not
lost her
do?
master. She lost a village. Naruto would have been dead. Like, what's going on?
She got beat up by her cousin.
Okay, yeah.
She got beat up by Pain. After that, I don't even remember.
Everybody,
Where was she again?
Everybody got clapped by
When's the
Pain.
next time you
I
see
was about to
Hinata?
say, that's true.
You said what?
After the Pain, when's the next time you saw Hinata do
When you
something?
think she saw Sakura after that?
The war.
You saw
She
Hinata
fought
during the war.
with Granny Chio.
That was before Pain.
okay.
I'm saying
That's in the entirety.
But I'm
of it.
saying, where was she at after the Pain arc? It kind of started focusing more on Naruto. Because that was his, like, quote-unquote redemption for Jiraiya.
Okay.
And then it started focusing
She
on
was
Sasuke.
training. Wasn't she still training for medical ninjutsu?
I don't know what the fuck she doing, because I don't give a
She
fuck about her.
became the 100. She got the 100 healings on.
And still useless. That's crazy.
What did Hinata do?
What the fuck did
She
Sakura
learned the
do?
air palm. She throws the air at people now.
And what did Sakura do? I could punch really, really hard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If
And did nothing with it.
Okay.
And did nothing
If
with
Hinata
it.
punches Sakura, is Sakura gonna die?
You said what?
If Hinata punches, just fist, no gentle. If Hinata punches Sakura, is she gonna die?
Is she going to die?
Yes.
Probably not.
Okay. If Sakura punches Hinata, is she gonna die? Yes.
Hey, man, I don't know how Naruto people die, man. People get hit all the time.
I would
Because
say
you literally just said Sasuke. I said Sasuke and Naruto got stabbed, and you said they didn't die. So
They
I don't
didn't.
know.
They went to the
Both of them. The female
round.
characters in that show are useless. All of them. Right? Kishimoto has a terrible time.
Sakura's
with
very useful. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say? Ezra? What
I was
did you
gonna say if you compare the whole show, I wouldn't say that just Naruto Sakura is doing more than he in the time, but like whole show, I would say yes.
Yes, for sure.
But that's not like a knock on.
Yeah, because he's not
a
cool.
knock
Well,
on
she's
her.
my married wife now. And,
Yeah,
you know.
but also Sakura is like one of the main characters. Like, she's in it the whole time.
That is
so it's
also
like
the
she's got an upper hand regardless.
And she did nothing.
She did
Who
more.
was being in the spotlight.
She
did
fought
nothing.
Kaguya.
She hit the bitch
She
because
fought
the
it.
other two didn't work.
Without Sakura, if you take Sakura
Oh, yeah,
away
yeah,
from
talk
that spot, they're not
about.
selling Kaguya.
First of
What you
all,
got?
I don't want you to ever say Sakura was useful. That bitch had one job during the war. One job. What was the one thing?
Heal people.
No. What was the one thing to prevent Madara from becoming whole? What was the one thing that bitch was supposed to do?
Protect
the one
Obito.
thing. No. Don't not protect Obito. What Obito tell her to do in a different dimension?
Take her eyes out.
Yes.
Take his eye out. Mm-hmm.
That's one thing you had to do. Simple job. Not kill the motherfucker. Just take my eye, destroy it, so he can become whole. Why is uselessness? I mean, she useless, so I understand why she did that. Like, but she did so much.
So now watch this. Where's Madara?
Where's Madara?
Dead, right?
He exploded.
Okay.
He exploded because of Black Zetsu.
So regardless if he took the eye or not,
None of them did.
What happened to him?
First of all, if that's the case, none of them are useful in the war arc because none of them technically beat Madara. Anybody who did most damage was a guy, and he almost fucking
whose
died.
student is Rock Lee, who was a great
Who
character.
won't go do shit? Who won't go do
It
shit?
comes full circle.
It's not
It goes full
full
circle every time.
bro. Naruto bottom doesn't even matter.
Stop it. But you know, let's ask this question: do you believe that Luffy is the best protagonist out of the big three, and why? If you do believe that,
I mean, of course I believe that.
okay, why?
Because one, his goal, like I said for Asta,
Mm-hmm.
his goal is something that everyone wants to go after, not just one person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's one. Two, my man's had more feats than both of them motherfuckers put together. So,
Okay.
who the
No, go ahead. I'm not gonna interrupt you. Go ahead. I would just.
my man's is a more likable character, bro. He's really there for his peoples. Alright? He's
Okay.
there for his peoples.
Okay.
He'll help anybody that asks for help. I ain't gonna jump in. Talking no jutsu don't work either. Alright, my man's gonna run these hands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he
Yeah,
has
so
a,
what you think?
so you got Ichigo, Naruto, and Luffy. Who you going with, man? Who you going with?
I mean, I could see Luffy. I would take Luffy probably. For me, it's not Ichigo. I'll just tell you that right now.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, if we're doing that, like Ichigo's a bum because technically he doesn't want to do the stuff that he has to do,
Yeah.
and I relate to that. Like, I don't want to do this, but I will to save my peoples.
Right, but I don't think that makes him like a good protagonist in that sense. I don't know, because growing up, like Naruto was like the one for me. So like I just have a bias towards him, and also just because
See,
like,
I never liked Naruto. I was always a Sasuke fan.
So watch this. No bias.
So that's
No
fine.
bias.
Yeah,
I'm
no
gonna
bias.
say Naruto.
Explain.
This is why, right? he dirt poor. Nobody. People who were supposed to take care of him didn't take care of him. They left him spoiled milk and a cup of noodles in his house from age 7 to now. He literally all his fights he
crispy
won.
fried chicken.
Playing from iPhone.
Crispy fried chicken.
babe.
He won all his fights. You said he something about friendship. Naruto is the epitome of a great friend.
One friend he went hard for. One fucking friend.
Because that was the only friend that left the village. But he would go hard for any of his friends.
Ooh, first of all, somebody brought up the fact that the people,
Did you not see what he did for Hinata?
That's not his friend, bro.
Did you see Rock Lee?
What do you do for Rock Lee? What do you do for Rock Lee?
Bro,
What do you
come
do for
on,
Rock
bro.
Lee?
Come on.
What do you do for Rock Lee? And I already told you,
No.
I told you we're not gonna keep trying to compare the childhood shit because I already told you Luffy had a worse childhood than that nigga.
Luffy wants to throw punches every time instead of talking it out like a regular person should do sometimes.
Luffy.
That's not always good.
That's because niggas always try to throw punches with my mans. Do they not?
No.
Name me one person that Luffy threw the first punch at. I'll wait. What? Buggy? Buggy threw the first punch.
No,
Captain Curl
when he
threw the first
saved
punch?
what's his name?
Who?
Kobe,
Who threw the first punch at?
their captain. Who was their captain?
The Marine dude?
Yeah,
'Cause that nigga's always trying
threw a
to.
first punch at Crocodile. I don't think Crocodile threw his punch yet.
Crocodile killed that man. Literally.
Bro, he threw first punches.
Bro, wait, anyway, keep going. Keep going.
What else you say? Luffy has a lot
Better
of handicap
feats. I said
fights, better feats,
Here
better
you go with
handicap.
this handicap shit. There's no handicap. I told you, I gave you one that was against the giant. That was it.
Handicap feats, bro.
What's the other handicap feat? Outside of the
Crocodile.
giant.
He had the water.
Bro, this man.
Katakuri stabbed himself.
Because why? Why he stabbed himself? Why did he stab
To
himself?
be nice because he didn't want to kill
To be
Luffy.
on equal level with Luffy. He handicapped.
So I
was just saying, hold up.
Right, but I gotta down myself to be equal with you. That's a handicap.
He had, but again, you're saying the fact, Luffy only won because he can't. Luffy
Yes,
was
that-
already Luffy got handicapped, which would have been a fair fight. Now, if he lost that fight, everybody would be like, "Oh, Luffy lost because of the girl did shit to him," and then like, "Damn, all right, the only reason Katakuri won because of the handicap." The fact that Katakuri leveled himself, now it's equal. It's not a handicap anymore. We're on the same playing field. If you lose your arm, I'm like, bet I won't lose. I won't use. If you lost your left arm, I won't use my left arm. Now we're on equal battlefield. So you can't say, "Oh, we're equal now. You don't have an arm. I don't have an arm. I can't use this arm. You can use that arm." So now we both on equal playing field. Now if I like, fuck you, you gonna have one arm. I'm gonna use both my arms still. I have the upper hand. But if I'm like, you know what,
The
I'm
man stabbed himself in the chest.
it wasn't the chest.
Stomach.
It was the side.
Side.
Okay.
It don't matter.
It do
He
matter.
handicapped himself
It's
so
not,
that Luffy
but it's
would
not,
stand
but
a
it's not a
chance.
handicap if I'm bringing myself down to your level. How is it a handicap if we're on the same level now? Handicap means you have an advantage over me. We're the same level. Explain how that works, Josh. Explain.
Okay, that is what a handicap is, but still, he handicapped himself to so that Luffy could win. Well, he didn't do it for Luffy to win, but Luffy won thanks to the handicap. Okay, because right or wrong, he doesn't stab himself. Who wins the fight?
Who wins the fight? Katakuri won the
Okay,
fight.
thank you.
Because Luffy got handicap. Now we're talking about they both know.
Giant-
They go.
Wait, watch
Luffy, they go.
this, watch
No,
this,
wait,
watch this,
hey,
watch this,
hey,
watch this.
hey,
Wait,
hey,
let me
hey,
say
no,
that.
You
Okay.
say also Luffy didn't get poisoned by an old girl. Who would have won that fight? If Luffy didn't get no. Just answer that. If Luffy didn't get poisoned by hit with the darts by old girl, you going with
He
that
still
too?
loses the fight. Yes.
I ain't gonna give you that. Then. I'm not gonna give you that.
Okay.
No,
The giant. Does he lose that fight?
I told you that. I give you that. That was a handicap. I give you that one.
Okay.
I give you that
He
one.
doesn't have the water. Loses that fight against Crocodile?
Does it lose the fight? Probably.
Look how many times you said
That's not a, again. It's not a
If Doflamingo wasn't doing all that stuff with everybody else, and he would have, and the
I
people
already
didn't,
told you
and the
that fight
people
was a
didn't,
fair fight.
and the
between
people didn't
Dofi and
hide
Luffy.
him for the how long did it take for him to get out that thing? 10 minutes.
When he uses third gear? No, fourth gear. Yeah, I think it's 10 minutes to use hockey again.
If the people didn't hide him or run away with him for that 10 minutes, does he win that fight?
How's that a handicap? He ran away from the fight to recover. Technically, if we're going to handicap again, Doflamingo still use hockey, right? I can't use hockey. You have an advantage over me. So therefore, if he lost again, the argument would have been, well, Luffy didn't have his hockey, so he was out. He was disadvantaged. So it would have been handicap on Doflamingo's part.
Doflamingo had a clone out. He had the bird cage out.
He
was doing
peachy
He
keen.
was, bro.
But you have seen in the show, unless you have arming their hockey or do any hockey-based moves to a person that has a devil, that's a Loki, a devil fruit user, you're not really going to do any damage to them.
Magellan.
You said what?
Magellan.
Hey, I told you that one. I gave you that one too. I told you I gave you that one. That plot saved that nigga. All right.
Okay.
He should have died during that fight. I give you that
He
one.
died a lot of times.
Yeah,
That's
he
all
died.
I'm
What
saying.
armor going
I mean,
through?
technically he died
That's
against.
all
No,
I'm
technically he
saying.
kind of died against Crocodile. Technically, if they didn't
Yeah.
give him water, he was
Died.
He was gone. He was done.
See, that you don't have to do that with Naruto. You see what I'm saying?
Without Kurama, who the fuck is he beating? Nobody. Shut your ass up. Who's he beating? He ain't beat Haku. Haku would have killed him and Sasuke in that damn ice prism. But without the goddamn Kurama, who was he really going to beat? Kurama saved him in every fucking fight.
No, he did.
When he had Sage Mode against Pain, it ran out.
Sage Mode.
Hang on. That ran out. Who saved him when he was in that goddamn meteor? It was
Minato.
No.
Yeah, Ezra. Who saved him then?
He was breaking up with Kurama.
Who saved him?
Who brought him back from not being controlled by Kurama was his father.
Minato.
That brought him back.
Right.
Kurama kept that nigga alive and was going to get him out of the goddamn thing. But he went too far. When he fought Orochimaru on that damn
So
bridge.
you're giving credit to Kurama instead of the person who
Everyone
actually
gives it to
saved
goddamn
him?
Kurama. Kurama is what keeps him alive.
Who beat Kiba?
Who beat Kiba?
Kurama or Naruto?
Naruto, he farted. What did you? Okay, wow, okay. Is that a big feat? Is that a real big feat to you?
Is it a big dog?
I mean, it's Kiba, bro. It's like, exactly. So ain't none of that. So I don't even throw that in there.
Okay.
Name another fight.
Who beat Neji? Kurama or Naruto?
Okay, give you that one. He beat Neji. Who else?
Hold up.
And I mean canon.
Who beat?
None of this. None
Who
of this.
beat?
filler shit.
The dude with the 4 hearts.
Kakashi.
No, Naruto beat him.
Kakashi.
Stop saying we can pull up the video, bro.
We
Naruto beat him.
we put up the fact that he legit said that Kakashi finished this man off.
Naruto beat him. It was, bro. It's like, okay, I chopped all your body parts off. Okay, listen. I'm gonna tell you what you're basically saying. I chopped all your body parts off, but you're not dead yet. All Kakashi did was shoot him in the head to finish.
Hey,
bro,
you finished me off.
You literally couldn't do anything else. I basically beat you.
Basically don't mean shit. He take the dub. He finished.
Naruto has a lot of dubs. I just wish you do that.
Without Kurama, he don't. Bro, Kurama's also giving the immense chakra support too.
But he's a Uzumaki.
No, they have good control over their shit.
Bro, and they have a lot of fucking chakra. Go do the research. I'm telling you. This is not fiction. This is fact. I'm telling you.
It don't matter. Again, Kurama is what saved this man.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, at the end of the day, let's just both accept the fact that both of our favorite characters survive because of plot. Plot armor saves them. Yours more than mine, though. But,
whoa.
But on to the next question. Next question. You know what I'm saying?
Look, this is for you. Eren Yeager is the greatest shonen protagonist of all time and not the greatest protagonist of all time. Agree or disagree?
I didn't even know people were calling him the greatest protagonist of all time.
Oh, really? Okay.
I thought he was more of an antagonist at this point.
Yeah. Towards the end of the show, I think people had just been riding with him for so long that they're kind of like, we're in too deep. Like,
yeah.
But because he is definitely like,
so y'all in the cult is what I'm getting.
I feel like that's how some people think about it because they're like, but they're like, genocide's cool. Mm-hmm. We're with it, bro. Like, let's just do it.
I ain't
let me ask you this: do you think he's wrong or right for the actions he's taking?
Hey, what side you on, Ezra?
Dude,
Go ahead, answer.
I don't think he's right, but it's like, who in that show is right? Everybody's in the
Levi's
wrong.
Right. Levi's always right.
Well,
see how I feel. How I feel about it. I feel like he started off right. It was right, and then it went wrong.
I was gonna say because at first it was just like he's trying to like protect his people and make sure like that they're good, and then he's like, nah, I want to kill everybody. Yeah, I'm killing everybody.
Which is still, it's wrong, but it's like he's doing it for his people because how his people were treated.
Exactly.
But like it's still wrong because don't murder everybody because everybody ain't do nothing to you.
Hey, bro, you wanted to stop it either, so fuck it.
That's true, but
sometimes you gotta take motherfuckers out.
You gotta take everybody out?
You gotta take everybody out for the people who did it the most to you.
I mean, they did the same thing to the Ichihas, bro. Not everybody was gonna turn.
He about to turn. He's literally taking over the world. He's going to the U.S., bro.
You say what?
It's 50 states in the U.S. He gonna come to Virginia too to kill me, and I don't even know this man.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, and it's also like you could be a little ass kid.
Yeah,
you're about to get smoked.
For
what?
Because it's the consequence of your ancestors, bro.
That's the whole thing about that show. That is like what makes everybody in the wrong. Because they're like trying to fulfill this whatever.
Right.
My ancestor did this and that, and it's like
consequence of the ancestors. They should have been fucking up. They didn't think they was gonna revolt like this.
No, I definitely didn't.
I feel like they sat there like they never gonna rebel, and then boom, look what happened. They rebelled, and they're like, damn, we fucked up big time.
I don't think that he's the greatest shonen protagonist either, though.
Okay.
I don't put him as a protagonist. Arm is more of a protagonist than anything.
I think he's a good one. I think like that show like definitely propelled him into that, but like I don't think he's the greatest.
Do you have somebody in mind who you think is?
No, I don't. Because I remember looking at that and I'm like thinking about it and being like, who is though?
The best protagonist? I mean, people might not agree with this one, but you know, I'm gonna give it to my man's. I'll give it to Asta.
Best protagonist?
Best protagonist? Or best shonen protagonist?
Best shonen protagonist.
Wow. Let me hear you all.
Yeah.
Again, man. My man's came from nothing. My man came from the sticks, you feel me? Literally. And he legit, he's like what Rock Lee could have became because he legit like, hey, I ain't got no powers, but I'm still gonna fuck y'all up. And he's trying to achieve a goal that not only is not just him, like how Naruto only he wanted to be Hokage. This one, it's other people like Yuno also wants to be Wizard King. So like, alright, cool, that's already a problem. But then he has to get past all of the magical knights too. So he has much more in his way. And I feel like most of his fights aren't plot armor saving him. He gets his ass whooped, which I like in characters going through. Because it's like, boom, he's getting his ass whooped, but he comes back. And then when he comes back, he's like, boom, I'm here. And I don't know, just something about Asta. I just really like him as a main character. Like, I don't hate him. I hate that he yelled, but outside of that, like his reasoning for everything.
I don't know about this one. I don't know.
I mean, Asta has everything. The reasons behind everything make sense. Like, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm even mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Is he a little naive? Yeah, but you know, everybody naive.
But,
you know what I'm saying? You believe it?
I think something's got to like set you apart because all these shonen protagonists, they all had to get it out the mud. They all have like the tragicest backstories, bro. Like we just named all
you
the
could
dudes
just
we
name
talked
them.
about.
Yeah,
We just talked about
Naruto,
Naruto and Luffy. You gonna tell me that their childhoods weren't awful and that they started from nothing? Like that's how it is.
I mean,
I think something's got to set you apart to like put you in the greatest.
I mean, for the fact that you know, Asta's family also isn't like high tier. So Luffy's a family member. His dad is a high tier person. His granddad's a high tier person. Naruto, his dad was the Hokage.
But,
so
like,
it's not really from. It's from the sticks, but not from the sticks because it's like it was a secret. Like Luffy doesn't know technically who his father is because no one's told him.
Right.
Naruto didn't know his dad. It was his dad until he was told. Asta don't have nobody. I mean, he got his mom. Now we know who his mom is, but like she technically won't really nobody.
So would you say honorable mention, even though he's not a protagonist? Rock Lee is definitely one of the greatest.
Nah, because Kishimoto
built
didn't do too much with him to really set him like that. He was like he had potential because Dave.
Take yourself off Bluetooth.
Because pretty much he had potential because they showed his fight with Gaara, cool. Then they gave his backstory, so I'm like, bet they about to go into like a Rock Lee arc, and then they got into the drunken fest. I was like, all right, cool. And then he became cool with the man that hurt him. I was like, boom, they doing some shit, gave him development. And then Kishimoto said the hell with him after that, and it was like he was on a road to become a very good. Like how you felt about Odin, he could have possibly gotten there eventually. Like it could have been like Naruto, Sasuke, Rock Lee. You know what I'm saying? But no.
But he really like if you want to say the definition of getting it out the mud to become at least something.
There's one thing that Kishimoto never did, and I wish he would have done.
What?
I need to know what the fuck Rock Lee's clan is, or does he have a clan or anything? Because they never explain does he have a clan. Because everybody has a clan in the goddamn village. Even Sakura useless ass got a fucking clan, and his name was Rock Lee. So I'm like, you from the Lee clan, bro? Is it a bunch of? But then Mike died, and then Mike died. Like I'm assuming he's from like the Mike clan. Rock Lee, you from the Lee? Kishimoto kind of like fucked up with that one because like everybody in the village had a clan, but Lee. And then they never, I don't think they ever technically verbally said that Guy was his father. So it's like, bro, where the fuck is your family, bro? What's going on? It's too much of a mystery, and since there's no real information.
And now his kid doesn't have, they don't
is that really his child? Is that his child?
Yeah, that's his child.
So Metal's his actual child?
Yeah.
They said
Metal Lee.
I mean, I'm just saying.
He looks like Rock Lee. I mean,
I got to ask though.
Yeah, that's definitely his son.
Yeah.
He can't.
I thought they said the rumors have been what was it? Tenten was supposed to be the mother. That was the.
Oh, that is a rumor, but I don't. Tenten's useless as well.
All right.
Can I ask you this question? What's the 5 best animes you've ever seen?
The 5 best animes I've ever seen. Boom.
Or best to you?
Samurai Champloo easily.
Okay.
Guy Tier One Piece easily.
Okay.
Yu Yu Hakusho, of course.
Okay.
Even though it hasn't finished, anime wise, manga's still going. I'm going to Blue Exorcist.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, bro, I love Blue Exorcist with a passion.
Okay.
And then number 5, I don't know if I have number 5 because everything else really hasn't like continued that I give a fuck about. And this new stuff is cool, but like I ain't really been into it like that. So I think I only got 4 for right now.
4?
Yeah.
What about you?
Go ahead.
I have to go. Just because I love Hunter x Hunter. I've watched it so
Okay.
many times. So Hunter x Hunter I gotta put in there.
Okay.
I feel like I got a weird big 5.
That's the point. Let's go.
I got some. I would say that Neon Genesis was huge
That's
to
a
me.
good one. That is a good one.
1997 Berserk.
Okay.
That's when they didn't give a fuck about censorship.
I'd probably put Haikyuu up there too.
Okay.
For my last one.
Yeah, it's gonna get hard as shit, don't it?
No, it's tough.
I'm trying to pick up my number 5 still too. Oh man,
My last one.
what could I give it to at this point?
Dude, I don't know. I might change it, but I really like Black Lagoon.
Okay.
That was
my
good.
number
I wish they would
I like
continue
that
that,
one a
dude. Really wish they would have continued that.
I watched that whole show in like a day or two.
Shout out to
I was
Revy,
so
Revy
obsessed.
best girl. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see.
I was kind of fucked up when I found out she was Chinese. I said, she's not. I said, she ain't black. What the fuck? Fuck me up.
I'll go no particular order. Haikyuu,
Of course.
Naruto,
Of course.
Hunter x Hunter.
Of course. You're so basic. You're so basic.
Hunter x Hunter.
Come on, throw some wild shit out. Come on. I know
Some
you.
wild shit.
Bobo. I knew it. I knew it.
No. Hell no.
Don't disrespect Bobo like that. Bobo was God tier at the time.
This is like 3.5. I'll say One Piece, specifically Wano arc.
So nothing. Dressrosa,
Yeah,
bro?
no.
Water
Specific-
7?
Until I met Odin, I never knew that a show could be so good. So 3. That's like 3.5.
It took you to get to the Wano, the most recent arc. So just the head with Water 7. I don't care for Thriller Park, but you enjoyed Thriller Park, didn't you?
Yeah, Thriller Park was cool. It wasn't bad.
Alright.
But specifically, not even the Wano arc, just Odin. Like he
I don't
takes.
know, like Odin so fucking much, bro. Like he was
But-
okay.
My 4th would be
This man and Odin, like what the fuck?
I really like Baki.
Okay.
Baki is really fire to me. I don't know why you
I've
dislike
heard a
it.
lot of good stuff about it. It's just like the art style. Is
People get-
really,
yeah.
it's really
I want you,
off-putting.
you know what, Josh? For all these shows that you like, if they have older versions, I want you to watch the original and see how you
Okay.
feel.
I don't like. I seen Baki the original. I don't like it. I like this version of Baki.
Why, bro? It's still Baki.
My 5th, I don't know. I'll just go.
Inuyasha for you? I do it. You
Nah.
like Inuyasha like that?
Oh,
I
I'll go.
love Inuyasha.
I go. Assassination Classroom. I fuck with Assassination
All right.
Classroom.
Best Sensei? Best Sensei?
Best Sensei. There's nobody who can compete with Kuro.
Gojo.
You can't compete with him.
Alright, he can't touch
I ain't
it.
seen enough of Gojo yet.
Gojo can't get touched.
Because you have to think, literally, no anime person can beat Kuro Sensei. Because he can only die one way. Literally. How do you beat somebody?
We've never
like
seen
that?
him against Gojo, man. The infinite dimension.
What is it going to do? He can't die.
I don't know. That's what I want to see. I want to see that
He has to
happen.
die,
I'm
bro.
trying to see that happen.
Oh, you haven't seen part. But, okay, who do you think straight hands is the most hardest person to beat in anime?
In anime,
That you've seen?
straight hands.
Straight hands. Before you say, I'm gonna tell you mine, and then you just go.
You tell me.
Yujiro Hama easily. Baki's dad easily.
Grandpa from goddamn
He's a whole
Kani-
boxing dude though, so I mean it makes sense. Like,
The granddaddy from goddamn Kenichi will whoop Yujiro Hama's ass.
straight hands.
Straight hands.
Oh my god, what's his name? Netero.
Never. Oh,
Straight hands.
interesting.
I don't ain't know that because I said that shit. You was like, nah, you didn't believe
No, I
that.
said interesting. I didn't say no. I mean, I didn't say yeah.
No, but I'm saying when I said it last time, you was like, no. But when he said
Yeah, because he can. It's just you. I just
racism,
don't like
bro. Racism.
He comes to mind because he's just like, they couldn't touch that man.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh, but when I said that, it's crazy.
So
I have to think about that though because there's so many.
Yeah, it's
that's
just mad people.
There's just all hands and no.
It's
no
mad people.
powers.
So what? Let me ask you this: what ruins anime for you? What's something that ruins it for
Dude,
Something that you watch and put too much praise upon.
you? Is that your answer?
I think something that ruins it for me is too much fan service.
That's crazy. That's what
Too
it
much
is.
fan service.
That's a question up there too.
And not enough plot, or like
Right.
they're spending. You're spending these animation dollars where you could be putting it into a fight scene onto some
Well,
some
fan,
anime
ser-
titties.
fan
Or
service
like
sells.
something. I know that, but for me, it's like, man,
All right, well, to go
sometimes I think they're doing too much.
to put those two questions together, how much fan service is too much fan service? I think the most fan service I ever seen so far, 2 shows, is High School of the Dead. That whole fucking show was goddamn fan service.
Yeah,
And the cat bitch from Fire Force.
that's that's for me is like a little bit too.
Granted, I believe in the manga she started to use that to her advantage though,
Okay.
because when she fights the men, kind of helps her. But I think that's too much.
I think it's too much for me because I just started getting into Fire Force and I'm seeing her every time. I'm like, yo, like, it's getting a little out of hand, bro.
He told
Like,
me at work, I was like, "Oh, bro, you better get used to it." He said, "What? Oh, serious?"
Yeah,
Until
dude.
like I think with the last 2 episodes when she
Actually starts to do something.
she starts training with somebody.
I'm like, man,
She does get somebody almost killed though. I can tell you that. Oh man, Kiki was pissed. I was pissed.
Oh, the big dude.
Don't say that. Oh,
well, there's a lot of big dudes.
I'm on like the second season.
Have you met the black dude, Ogun?
No.
Oh man, that's god tier character.
But that's why I kind of like I was rolling through episodes, and then I was like, man, this.
He's like, I hate her.
I do. Well, I know it's not that I hate her. It's just like, oh my god, I hate that.
It's like, why are you here? Like,
she's the fan service character.
No, seriously.
Why I'm like,
yeah.
all right,
What ruins the anime for me is you usually, like I said, too much fucking talking. Too much explanation and shit is just annoying.
Yeah, you just for some reason can't get over it.
Nah, it's just it's like when you're watching it. Like imagine it's one thing if the series already been out and it's finished, you can go through it. Yeah. But imagine you waited a week to see some shit and it's like in some interesting shit, and it's just an explanation episode. You'll be pissed because it's like, damn, bro, just explain this shit later, bro. Like, nah, don't do that.
I can agree with you because that's the whole reason I don't like Dragon Ball. I'm like, dude.
Oh, see, Dragon Ball, I'm here for the story. It's all dialogue. I mean, I've read it, so it was the thing in the manga. Akira Toriyama doesn't write too much, which was great. So Dragon Ball was like it was a few panels was talking and then action and all that shit. Or continue the story. I was cool with that. That's why GT failed because if I watched GT again and it was Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Baby Vegeta, I didn't realize how much Goku talked until I watched it again. Like he pretty much had Baby Vegeta done 4 times, and when he gets about to kill him, he stops. You want to know how I almost beat you? That's crazy. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Finish. And then the episode goes off, and then the next episode comes in, throws a few more punches, and he starts talking again. I'm like, bro, what is this? What is? And then they did it for 4 episodes. I'm like, bro, kill it. And then on the 4th episode, Baby Vegeta got the upper hand over him. I said, you would have been done 2 episodes ago, but you want to keep
That's what like turned me off the Dragon Ball because as a kid I'd be like, dude, I have to watch 4 episodes for this fight to finish. And I'm like, they've been talking forever, bro. Like,
but this is also why I prefer to read than watch certain shows because reading, it's not like wait till next week and shit. It's like it's already done.
Go through it.
But I will say, Jujutsu Kaisen does it a lot in the manga, and Black Clover did it for a few chapters, and it was fucking annoying. And it took me forever to get through certain arcs. Like I think the elf arc when it was explaining their backstory, I was like, bro, I don't get Lich. I don't care, bro. Like y'all possessing people. I need to see the fights. I need to see what's about to happen. And then, it was just too much explanation. And then when they did the backstory for the Wizard King, the first Wizard King, I was like, I care, but I don't care. Yeah, it's just too much talking in anime can ruin it for me. If the voices don't, even though I don't really care about voice too much, if the voice just doesn't match the personality of the character, like hearing Todoroki in English, his voice is too fucking deep. I'm like, bro, I get it. Some teenager's voice is deep, but like your voice deep as shit.
He's the edgy character, bro. He's that.
But it's not like the Sasuke deep edgy voice. It's like it's just a grown ass fucking man playing a 15-year-old. Like, bro, that doesn't work.
That brings me to another thing. One thing that will ruin an anime for me is if so like usually I will watch sub, but like if it's dubbed and it's a voice actor that I've heard before and it's been recycled so many times, I hate it. I like won't watch
Chris Sabat, who plays Vegeta, All Might, Piccolo, Zoro. I'm like, bro, you're nothing but Vegeta to me. When I watch any show with him in English, I'm like, it's Zoro.
And that's what made me think of it because I'm like, you hear somebody's voice and you're like, you don't sound like that. You're this character or something like that. And I'm like, I can't do that.
I have to literally, if I start in sub, I can't go watch dub. If I start in dub, I can't go watch sub. I have to hear it the way
jarring.
I've seen it. Yeah,
it all depends for me. Like One Piece, I started in English. I was cool with it growing up. Then I watched in Japanese. I can't go back. I hate the English dub for Naruto now and for Luffy. I've grown accustomed to Goku with Japanese though. A lot of people don't like Goku's Japanese voice because it's so high pitched.
Yeah, I hate.
And everybody's so used to Sean Shemo. So I mean, I'm used to it now.
I hate Goku's voice. It's when I heard it, I'm like, I think I even asked. I'm like, why is his voice so high like that? He don't sound like that.
Josh was I exposed him to the life of females play male characters in anime.
Yeah.
All the time.
And he didn't know because I'm like, I said Naruto's a girl. He's like, what? Yes, Luffy's a girl, played by a girl. Ash is played by a girl. He was like, what? I'm like, yeah.
That's surprising. Like, I never knew Ash was a girl.
It's like everybody in Hunter x Hunter is played by a female.
That's crazy.
Like,
what is it? Timmy Turner's played by a girl.
Yeah.
Tommy Pickles played by a girl. So Bart Simpson's played by a girl, I believe. So, yeah, man.
I'd say something that ruins the anime for me is a person who like whines a lot and cries a lot. via
But
Zenitsu.
yet
I
you
almost
finished.
did not continue Demon Slayer because of that one
To
person.
piggyback off of that, I do hate when the main character is too fucking stupid or too fucking naive. Cause I'm like, bro, you believe everything. That's annoying. Like I told you when I was watching I think it was Platinum Men, how the main character like saw what like it didn't take him like 4 episodes to like, oh, what the fuck's going on? Like one episode he was like, he was shocked. Next episode, all right, cool. Now
Yeah, you got it.
and I was like, I need that. Or Darwin's Game. He was shocked at the beginning of the episode, but by the end of the episode, he was like, best. So I gotta just fucking survive. I'm like, that's the energy I need in protagonist now. Like, don't give me this 5 episodes. Oh my god, what word am I in?
Hardest outro I've ever heard.
For
Darwin's Game. It's up there with King Ashura. It's a 3D anime. I'm sure you're not gonna watch it, but outro intro is hard. But outro is really hard.
Alright, what's the next one?
You already did fan service.
Yeah. I mean, how much too much fan service for you?
Explain what fan service is for you.
Is the when they focus too much on well, it's depending on what you're watching. If it's mostly try to attract men, it's like focusing on the titties.
Oh, like that.
A lot of animations on the titties, a lot of upskirt shots, the girls being all helpless and all that shit. And then if it's for the men, it's just niggas always being naked and shit. So it's
I don't know. I never was like, that's too much fan service.
It's like, imagine if we was watching Naruto. It was a serious arc, and then you just kept seeing close-ups on like Hinata and Sakura's titties constantly.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
middle,
okay,
like
okay.
serious shit. Like how in Fire Force when shit's getting serious and the little girl like trips and her clothes fall off. You be like, you get out of the mood like, damn, this is, like it's a war going on, and this bitch want to get naked. Like, what are you doing?
Okay,
That's how fan service really works. It's like, that's why if you go to like conventions, like the posters, the body pillows, and that's why they have white. Like, I don't have a waifu with any anime because that's weird.
I do Robin's mine. Robin is bad, bro.
Robin.
You have to see this. I'm gonna show you what we done. This 6
Like, I'm not really into the whole waifu
Robin.
things.
7-year-old.
Like the only I think anime female that I fuck with is Yuriichi from Bleach. That's like the only one. But we talking about animated crushes. It's Nani from Lilo and Stitch though. I love her.
That's Lilo's big sister.
Older sister. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I love her.
I'm not mad at that.
But the next question is: has an anime ever changed your opinion on a controversial real world issue? All my animes, man. You know what I'm saying? Every anime I watch, Attack on Titan, I'm like, hey, Aaron might not be right, but he right. Might have to take these motherfuckers out.
I say for me it was I say Naruto did it for me. I ain't gonna, cause when I first seen it, it just reminded me of like the world. Like it was just like, damn, this was World War I when they were talking about the First War. This is World War II. We didn't get to 3 yet, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually.
We almost did shit in 2022.
Yeah.
I mean,
It just all correlated, and it was just like how you don't like to talk, and it was like, really, if people just talk and try to understand each other,
it's not that I have a problem with them talking to the villain. It's just certain villains in Naruto like talking to shit don't work. Like how people keep saying, "Oh, Naruto could have talked Doflamingo." I'm like, no, the fuck he couldn't. Like I like if you're a villain, be a villain. Like if that's your thing, stick true to it. Don't switch up because some little nigga come talk to you.
Right.
Like I didn't like Nagato switching up so easily. I'm like, bro, you just destroyed his village, killed y'all master, and killed his other sensei. And now it's like, you know what? You right, I was wrong. Like, nah, I don't need that. And they try to talk to Aaron, so that turned out.
Yeah.
If you gonna stick to your guns,
Some
bro.
people just different.
Nah,
you got
bro.
that one person that's just not here
stick
for
to your
it.
guns, bro. If you gonna be a villain, be a fucking villain. Don't switch up. Doflamingo ain't switch. Even when he got captured, my man was still laughing like, shit, I don't regret nothing I did.
Yeah, he's pure evil.
Yeah,
he's
and
an embodiment
stick
of
with
evil.
that. Your favorite Joker, he stays true to him shit. Now he has some moments like, damn, he kind of spitting like that. He ain't lying. Like when he did in Dark Knight, even though I don't really care for Batman that movie, the whole thing between the prisoners and the rich folks and everything, I was like, that was good right there.
Yeah.
I was like,
Very
damn.
good.
I was like, damn. I wonder if I would have pushed the button. Would you push the button?
No, I wouldn't push it.
Would you have pushed the button? If you were the prisoner, would you push the button?
No.
If you was the rich folks, well,
If I was the rich folks?
citizens. Were they rich folks or the citizens?
They were
I
just
think they were
citizens.
just pretty
Yeah.
people.
You think the citizens? Did you agree with the dude on the boat who said they're criminals anyway? Just blow them up. What would you have done?
I don't think I would have done it,
Yeah.
but like, I don't. Okay, so here's the thing too. Though. It's Gotham, bro. You could have the craziest dudes on that boat. Like, you could be.
That is
society-
true.
That's
That
why
is true,
I thought
too.
they was going to do it. I was like, hey, bro, like I get it, but like, bro, like
I don't know because
was it Gotham's jail? Or was it Arkham?
I don't think it was Arkham.
Oh,
no, it was Gotham.
I was the jail. Yeah, I won't kill the jail people.
That's what
they said it was Arkham. Oh, they gotta go.
That was what I said.
Granted, half of them probably wouldn't die, but they gotta go.
Yeah.
He didn't kill a Croc on that, but oh, he'll survive. He can swim. Well, he can blow up though. You know, Bane and shit. I ain't trying to deal with Bane and Penguin. No, nah. Even though Penguin don't do much. Nah, they gotta go. But now, One Piece probably. Because if you watching One Piece now, it just hit different. Cause like seeing it compared to like how this TikTokers who do it, they pretty much compare like each level and everything. It was like, yo, if you think about it, the Celestial Dragons ain't nothing but like the 1% of this world. Like they're the Elon Musk and all that shit, and they can get away with pretty much anything. And then the whole sex trafficking and sex slave shit with the Epstein shit. I was like, damn, they ain't nothing but the Celestial Dragons. They can't be touched. And if you hit one, you're the bad person in the situation. The Marines are just taking out any goddamn body at this point. So the fishermen are black people. That's been proven. Yeah, I was like, damn, because they.
So you enjoy real world comparison
when you can do it, yeah.
When you can, okay.
Like it's not like because I also hate when people think because the narrative that anime or cartoons are made for kids. I'm like, y'all haven't watched anime. Well, you haven't watched newer cartoons either because like One Piece really spits on like political shit. Naruto did it too. Like corrupted government, like the Kage is corrupted as shit. Sarutobi, the biggest one. I was like, even though people keep saying Tobira's still my favorite, Tobirama is the biggest racist. So I was like, hey man, that happens.
Bro, that was like a huge thing for me was watching like at the end when Sasuke and Naruto were beefing about it, and he's like, this shit's bad. Like we gotta start over almost. And then
I always with Sasuke always like, yeah, fuck these beasts, bro. Like it's gonna happen again, Naruto. Like no, fuck that, bro. I lost my clan over eyes, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck things happen with these fucking beasts? And you have the beast now. The Konoha's gonna be a target now at this point. Yeah. Did they disappear? Did the other beasts disappear?
No, they still.
Are they
I think
free?
They just roaming free. Yeah.
I don't think that's healthy.
Because they're not. Well, they were never bad. Actually, it was until they were trying to
they're
capture
roaming free. But that's the problem. Yeah. Like, are they still? Because the Ten Tails the only one that's still captured. No one's out. Like, so what happened to the other tail beasts? Are they just living their life?
And what's his name still got the octopus joint.
Yeah, I mean that's only two. Well, yeah, one's dead now. Kurama's dead. Kurama's dead.
Or so we think until they somehow, some way bring him back.
So I'm like, bro, what's the other beast doing? Because like, whatever another Akatsuki group comes up, it's not hard to find the beast now. Like I ain't got to kill no Jinchuriki. I just gotta get the beast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, boom, I got all the beasts now. And then since you've been watching the shit, what's the group that Jigen was part of? What they called? Those people, they still
Code and them. Yeah, they still. No, Code's the only one who's out.
Well, I know Code is the last one. No, I thought the shorty came back.
No, she died.
Nah, because remember
you talking about the clone, like when
because she woke up back. Yeah, that was gone too.
Yeah, she gone.
So the clone also got
clone's gone. It was only
because I know
Jiraiya died.
They confirmed that one because I remember
they didn't confirm.
I'm gonna say they haven't confirmed that Jiraiya.
Okay,
died.
he's assumed to be dead.
He's assumed to, no, because remember Delta when she fought Naruto, that one got destroyed. But then her all her shit got transferred to another one back at the thing. So is that one destroyed?
Yeah, because I believe I've seen it get destroyed again.
I haven't read the mangas.
But the only person I've seen is gone is Code, and
he has vengeance now to go kill Sasuke. No, he was gonna kill Kawaki, Boruto, Naruto, Sasuke. I said, damn. A lot of beef going on in this show.
But that question, real Platinum End. If you have not seen it, you have to see it.
What about anime piqued your interest?
What? Huh?
You said what about anime piqued?
Oh yeah. What caught your eye when you first started watching anime?
Well,
again, like what was it?
I didn't know what anime was. Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh, and all that shit was on.
Yeah.
But I think it was Yu Yu Hakusho actually because it was the first time I heard anime cartoon cuss. And it was that, and then I started finding out, oh, this is anime. And I was like, oh, and it was have more seriousness to it, and that's when I learned about episodic shows because like our cartoons in America, they just you can watch episode 200 and then watch episode 1 and don't have to watch them in that order. But then watch anime, you have to watch episode 1 unless it's one of those animes that don't tie together. So I didn't learn that, but it was probably Yu Yu Hakusho that piqued my interest the most. I was like, yo, this is anime. And then reading the Dragon Ball mangas really got me into it. Then reading the Shonen Jumps that introduced me into One Piece and Bleach and all that. And then everything since the 4th grade just sprouted out of control.
What piqued yours?
I think the first time I ever saw it was Naruto. So like it would come on
2006, bro.
I was about to say that was like the earliest I remember seeing it, and it was kind of like the same thing where I was like, he just said damn.
Yeah, bro, that fucked me up, bro.
I was like
he used to say bad stuff. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Because I think it was Toonami on its own, but I think it also played on like Cartoon Network maybe or something.
Yeah, it
started.
with Cartoon Network when it first dropped, and then Toonami picked it up, and then it became a Toonami.
Because I was like
staple.
I was like, whoa.
Shit, I still remember when Naruto was like I was reading the mangas. I could pronounce Sasuke, Kakashi, and all that shit.
I was like Sasuke.
Yeah, Sasuke and all that shit. Yeah. So then I think Naruto was the first series I was reading that became animated. Well, not became animated, but was aired in the States because it was already aired in Japan. That was the first show I sat down and I was like, I'm gonna watch this shit. And when they pronounced Sasuke, that's how you said Sasuke, Sakura, okay, Kakashi. And I went to school the next day. I'm like, did y'all watch Naruto last night? Yeah, that shit was crazy. But then I also got mad, and that's when I realized the animes are behind the mangas. So I was like, damn. And it kind of sucked too when I'm watching it because I'm like, I already know what's about to happen. So like that excitement kind of left me. So I don't know. I kind of got more. I was more in the. I mean, anime it peaked for me to like start getting the mangas, but then I became more of a manga reader because it came out more frequently than the episodes.
Yeah.
And then so like now when I watch anime, I'm just watching for certain parts or just see how it's animated. And I legit, it's like a guilty pleasure. Whenever I watch anime, once it gets dubbed, I like to watch episode 1 just to see if the voices fit, which might pique my interest too.
I think mine was just the fighting probably would come out because at first, I mean, like, because I love cartoons, but when I seen them fighting, and I love the Asian culture already. Like, I just like martial arts stuff in general. Yeah. So when I seen that, I was like, oh yeah, I need to watch this because I think the first thing. Did Sailor Moon come out before Yu Yu Hakusho?
91.
I think I seen Sailor Moon, like, it used to come on early mornings. And then I seen Yu Yu Hakusho, and I was like, Spirit Gun, I fuck with that. The Dragon Ball, and then Naruto did it for me, took me out.
I mean, there was nothing like that at the time.
Yeah,
if you're watching cartoons, you're watching like funny stuff, whatever. But then you see like an actual fight scene, you're like, whoa, this is.
And then Toonami came out.
Because before Naruto, I think I was heavy into Zatch Bell. That show was so hard to me.
Well, see, for me, that's my real anime was serious was when Gundam came on. Because Gundam was about war. I was about to start talking about that.
Because for me, it was like, I used to really like Transformers a lot and the toys and shit. And then you see a Gundam and you're like, that's the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Transformers is whack as hell. Because you see this super cool, detailed robot with like a lightsaber, and they got crazy guns, and you're like, and they're Transformers look so stupid.
And they're fighting in space, and it's like actual story. People die.
It's serious, bro. Like,
I'm like, damn, Gundam Wing, god tier. And then G Gundam came out. That's what made me love Gundam because at first regular Gundam Wing was just you in the cockpit doing all shit. G Gundam was like, nah. We gonna throw hands, but inside mech suits. Yeah. So whatever you can do. So if you a boxer, you out here boxing in the robot. It was like that movie Real Steel with Hugh Jackman, but you're inside the robot. Or like a better Pacific Rim. We don't need a bunch of people to run your. It's your Gundam. And I was here for that because the main character was a martial artist and his teacher was a martial artist, and they had to work together. And he had that burning fist, and that man would just touch your fucking foot. Head of your damn Gundam and just melt it, and it was just satisfying.
I literally could not get into mecha animes, bro.
It depends on what you're watching. Yeah. Cause like I don't watch all the Gundams. Like Gundam Seed, I don't give a fuck about. Cause sometimes they kind of like lost the whole seriousness and just became a drama, and I don't care about that. And then now with the new Gundams is depending on which one you watch it, but now it's more of the Gunpla, which is when you make the figure and then do these little simulator things that you're in the system, so like technically there's no more death going on. But then you got orphan blood.
I like it when it's serious, bro. Like when they're like out there and it's like that's a very political anime too.
Oh boy, is it?
It's super.
Gundam's always been political.
Yeah, it's super about the times though right now, especially. I'm rewatching Gundam: The Origin. So good. It's like it's 6 episodes, but it's like those longer episodes. But it's like.
You just gotta find one that you'll bang with.
Yeah. I won't lie. Not all the Gundam series are good.
I would just recommend either Gundam Wing, G Gundam. I like Tri Gundam. That's the one with the whole Gunpla shit. I fuck with that. Orphan Blood is good. That's my best friend Jasmine's favorite Gundam. And I just got her into it because she watched the original one that came out in the 80s. She's like, this shit. I said, hey, I'm telling you right now, the original Gundam, it's a slow burn, bro. You got to be dedicated to watch this because it's political. So like they're talking a lot. So you got to like really enjoy stuff like that. But I mean, you got Gurren Lagann. That's a good show. I'm still mad what they did to my man's. RP to my man's, but whatever. Oh, that also ruins the anime for me too.
What?
When they introduce a character and then kill him off in like 3 episodes. Like, bro, what was the purpose of him showing up?
Sometimes it hits. It hurts your soul.
Nah, because when Rengoku died, I didn't care. I was like, oh damn.
No, I cared. I cared.
I didn't. I was like, damn. What was the purpose of showing him in the show?
I felt that way too. Like, damn, y'all. Because I thought he was gonna be like one of the main.
Because you saw him when they first introduced Hashira, and then they got to the train arc. And I was like, oh, he about to go off, and then like, oh no, oh you're dead.
You think he's gonna be like a mentor? I remember seeing that movie in the theaters, and like you think it's gonna end, and then it comes up, and you're like. They start fighting. You're like, this dude's dead.
I thought somehow, some way they was gonna keep him alive.
I thought he was gonna get like severely hurt and then like start teaching Tanjiro like you have to replace me as the fire pillar. I thought that was gonna happen.
But it lights a fire under the protagonist though.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, but me and say my favorite part is the shit talking Tanjiro did. He's like, don't you fucking run away from me?
Oh yeah. I really enjoyed the part when he went to talk to Rengoku dad, and then his dad was like all tough, and then. At the end, he started crying. I was like, I felt that. That was deep.
Nah, but it
just hit me.
That hit me. Just somehow when I just like when they look, they did the same thing for my man's Ace. They did the same thing in Gurren Lagann with one of the who you thought was the main fucking character, and then they killed him like 7 episodes in. I was like, what?
Yeah,
the?
I didn't care for Ace.
Yeah.
Like at least give me at least half the season so I can like connect with him more. So when he does die, for me, I will be so like, damn. Like even though Ace won a lot of episodes. It was just, if I didn't know what happened to Ace, that part from the Impel down to Marine 4, I promise you I would have swore up and down. Even Customs told me, they was like, I swore up and down that Luffy was going to save Ace. And I was like, I thought he had him. Yeah,
I thought, well, shit, when I seen that he was still running to the middle platform for 10 episodes, I said, he's probably not going to save him.
I would say One Piece, that is one thing that One Piece does that irritates me, is when you watch a new episode and they show you like the last 5 minutes of that episode and the first 5 minutes of the next episode. I'm like, bro, I literally just saw this.
Yeah. The best thing about One Piece, though, that I actually do enjoy is that all the characters you've seen at one point you will see again.
But see, that's good.
That's
good world building.
And that's right. That's
but I hate when you introduce it just to kill them off.
Yeah.
We're like, bro, what was the point of even showing me this, man?
Facts.
Like hopefully we see Rayleigh later, because if he doesn't show up, then I'm gonna be a little sad. I like Rayleigh. Rayleigh's really cool.
Rayleigh's cool.
Yeah, man.
But yeah.
Any other questions?
Huh?
Any other questions? We hit the 130 mark.
No, I'll probably make a separate video for a little TikTok for the Platinum Man thing. Make some controversy on the internet. So that.
Just state your statement right now, and then you'll explain in detail on TikTok. That's your statement.
I don't even think I got to think about it. It was like because Platinum Man was basically saying like,
there was the rapture.
Does God? Does God exist because we believe that God exists, or did God already exist? Created us and then.
Well, the professor explained it very, very in detail. That made sense.
Yeah, he said we made God.
Yeah, the idea of God.
We made the idea of God.
So, like, think about it. If no one believed in the idea of a God, then technically would it be a God? They may be a God, but we wouldn't.
We're not gonna see them now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because we didn't bring them up. Now, the whole that we don't believe his life energy depletes. I don't know if that really works, but that might work. Because before we go, Noragami, that's how that system works. The lesser Asian gods, well, I think it's Asian gods, the less you believe in them, the less they exist. And then if no one believes in them, they pretty much disappear. And then that's it. So, and I think your strength system is based on like the belief. So like the gods of good fortune and everything, they're like high tier because they're good fortune. People bang with them. So I kind of agree with that a little bit now.
And then, so, I don't know if you watched that video I sent you, but basically, they said all the vegetation stuff was there. God came. God created the humans, and a higher being than God created God, who created the humans. I mean, because they were trying to basically, they're trying to figure out how to die. That's where that angel the main character's Angel, because the main character Angel came from God, and then they were like, they were trying to find a being who basically killed them, because they was like, humans have the best thing because they can live a life and die. That's the saddest. That's the part that's the most important, that they live and they die. We can't die, or we haven't figured out a way to die. And then it was a whole bunch of shit. But do you think that we created God, or God created us? I mean, or who the higher being created us?
I mean, I do believe we keep him alive. I give it that.
Okay. So we keep him. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe. See, my whole theory is I believe that humans, we like a different version of us were here bajillion years ago, and we started getting a little too big for our britches. So then the higher ups said, "Oh, word, that's how you feel." Bet, and just reset it everything. So that, because if you ever think about, I don't know if you ever think about, but I was thinking about, like, it's kind of crazy, like how in history someone found the materials to make certain things, and then it progressed and progressed. And it's like, how come it didn't happen a little earlier? If the materials are always already here, how come it never happened at that time while we had to wait like hundreds of years for this?
Okay.
So I feel like we had all the resources, but since our memories got wiped, technically, we had to relearn everything again. So that's
interesting.
And that was always my theory. Like, we was already here. I like think about it. That's how, like, when like for me, like, there's some information I just know, but I never looked it up before. I just happen to know it, and if someone tells me, like, oh yeah, that's such and such, I was like, oh shit, or I relate to somebody else or some shit. So I always feel like we was here prior, but our memories got erased and they slowly started leaking in and shit. And I also believe in the multiverse thing too. So I feel like that's what your dreams are.
That's what
I do
believe. It's your gateway. Like, if you dream about certain things, I feel like that's just you peeking into like a different universe of. If it's about you, you're just peeking to a different universe about the life that you're living. It's like what's that movie Everywhere All at Once? How pretty much all the multiverses happen simultaneously, and she was able to peek into them, but she can't stay there. I feel like that's what dreams are. You get to peek into it during your dreams. When you wake up, you're stuck in yours. So that's why when some people like, I like to dream a lot. And I think that's when how cartoons and shit come, because it's like, hey,
I believe
in a different universe. I saw this shit, so I'm gonna illustrate it, and then someone's like, hey, that's crazy. So that's how I feel. That's how.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Long time ago, there was this picture that was on like, it was like near the time Facebook started. It was this picture of this dude and this girl, like, booed up basically. Bro, when I tell you, this dude was me, bro. Like, no, I don't think you understand. Like, the person of the dude was me. Like, I'm saying, like, literally.
Like, they look like you, or they act
like me, bro. Like,
I mean,
you have twins, but this dude was like.
I do believe in doppelgangers. I believe in that. Like, there's a doppelganger out of everyone.
That shit was crazy.
But I also feel like if you meet your doppelganger, one of y'all gotta die, though.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, hey, one of us ain't gonna make it. I don't think hopefully my doppelganger won't kill me. Like, hey, you trying to switch real quick? Like, what's your life like, first of all, before I even. Hey, bro, I'm trying to see what your life is like. Let's see what you be doing. You rich? Hey, let me get some money. They don't want to know the difference. They won't know the difference. But that, goddammit, has been another episode of Anime Out the Goddamn Box. I think this is episode 10, so that means...
it's the final episode.
Yeah, that means I get to make a new cover art. No.
What do you mean, no?
Because I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do this time. I didn't know what I did it last time.
Yeah, I already got my picture idea in my head.
That's just information. Make it make sense, too, sir.
It is, for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Ezra, how'd you feel about this episode, man? You know, how'd you feel being
sick?
Where?
Had some good talking points.
Yes, sir.
Would you do it again?
Yeah.
Oh, basketball.
I need to watch more. I need to read more.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's usually how it is for us.
I need to get the Shonen Jump app.
I told you, $2 a month, man. If you need something to read all your Shonen Jumps on, $2 a month for the app. First week is free.
Yeah.
And I think each series, the first 3 chapters are free before you start paying for the service. So you get 3 chapters to read, see if you bang with it.
Yeah.
First chapter is always like 54 pages usually, because when you do pilot mangas, they have to be long because it has to get popularity, and then after that it starts.
I haven't watched a lot of these newer seasons, newer series, so
it's cool. I don't watch a lot of new shit anyway either. So you got anything to
No, Crunchyroll sponsors. I have a premium account. I don't know how many times to tell you that.
Please
So please sponsor us.
Also, by the end of, by today's recording, three things I think. One, the On the Throne Battle Brawl, the entry exams have been entered. I think they said they're posting them tomorrow, so we get to see who makes it to the rounds to fight the throne holders. So that should be great. Two, I told you last episode, so this episode, I found out the gender of my child. I'm having a boy, so that's great. It's gonna be lit. Yeah, it's gonna be lit.
Little CJ.
That's not his name, but okay.
No, but you know.
All right. And then third, like I said before, who you trying to get the ass whooping master duel? Let me know.
Also, stop being weird to us. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow
Share
the page,
shit, bro.
Anime Out the Box. The YouTube is also called Anime Out the Box now.
Yeah, I messed up. My bad, y'all.
So,
now you can find us on YouTube.
You can find us on YouTube. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
I need y'all to comment, interact with us, talk to us.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? Talk shit. You can be haters.
Shit.
Say we suck. That's cool with me. Just say something.
Say something.
All right. And also, I want y'all, if y'all made it this far, let me know who your favorite host is. Me or Jan.
Well,
It's
it
me.
wasn't really a question. It's me. But, you know, we support you. But until next time, peace.